I love One Piece. It is one of my favorite stories ever and truly a masterpiece. But I hate, and I mean hate, the anime. This thing is the biggest piece of garbage ever made. I wish I could hit a button that would delete it forever, because seeing people try to get into One Piece through the anime and not enjoying it makes me so sad. It does such a disservice to the amazing story of One Piece that I would legitimately call it one of the worst anime adaptations I have ever seen. I am so grateful that Studio Wit is remaking it because it really is necessary. Now you might be asking, what makes it so bad? Lots of people watch it. I see crazy clips of it on my timeline every week. I'm gonna get into all of it, but there's one huge glaring issue that I would say is the main thing contributing to the anime being god-awful. And that one thing is, of course, the pacing. Now everyone knows that One Piece's pacing is an issue. I'm definitely not treading on any new ground here, but the pacing of One Piece is genuinely awful. It plagues every single shot, frame, and clip in every episode. To those that don't know, most anime adapt around 2 to 3 manga chapters per episode, depending on the content of those chapters. The manga chapter being about 16 pages. So in total, this is about 32 to 48 pages per episode. This is the case for basically every anime out there, like Attack on Titan, Naruto, Jujutsu Kaisen. And it works great. It gives those 20 minutes enough content to go through. But One Piece does the most insane thing imaginable and adapts one chapter at most per episode. And a lot of times it's even worse, like half a chapter or 3/4 of a chapter, which by the way, half a chapter is 8 pages. Think about how quickly you'd be able to read through 8 pages. It would take like 15 minutes at most to read through 16 pages, probably even less if it's just action. So 8 pages would take 2.5 minutes to read, but not in the anime. There you have to sit there and watch it for 20 minutes. Now, how do you manage to make those 8 to 16 pages enjoyable in 20 minutes? Well, you don't. They use every trick they can to stretch the episodes as long as humanly possible. Every attack takes 20 seconds to pull off. Every single speech bubble gets its own like 30-second segment in the episode. Heck, a lot of times we just get random shots of an empty wall or the floor just to make the episode as long as they can. A good example of this is this scene of Sabo. This is one of my favorite moments in One Piece, when Sabo finds out. It takes up 3 pages and is an incredibly emotional moment, especially if you like Sabo. So I went ahead and checked how this 3-page segment was played out in the anime, and man, okay, so first Sabo hears the name Ace, and then we have the scene play out somewhat like normal, with a lot of shots of Sabo just doing nothing. He then picks up the newspaper and is very shocked. He keeps looking at it for, a while, and then we get some flashback sequences, and then he's looking at it again, and more flashback, getting a little bit close. Okay, more flashback. All right. Okay, this is kind of too close. Like, what? Man, these close-ups go crazy. I don't know if he's gonna, say the line soon. More crying and even more flashback. All right, dope. And we're back to crying at the newspaper again. Alright, this is, at this point, like, he's been crying here for like 2 minutes. How has nobody noticed this? Oh, and even more flashbacks. Great. And, oh, okay, we finally have... No, I think we're back to where we were. Yeah, we're still at this. Jesus Christ. Alright, a lot more screaming. I think it finally might be over, though, soon. He's gonna fall eventually, I think. Wow, this is definitely something. And there we go. He finally said the line. Oh, wait, we're back to more flashbacks again. And now he's woken up and the scene is over. They managed to make 3 pages, basically 2 pages, into 5 minutes. How could anyone enjoy this scene? And it's not even like I typically prefer manga to anime. I don't. 99% of the time, I will pick the anime because I like watching anime more. There are only very rare and specific instances where I've picked the manga, and this is one of them. Oh, but the new episodes are really good. Shut the hell up. The new episodes are still ass. Sure, the animation looks pretty good, but like, who cares when everything still moves in slow motion? I had seen brief clips of Law vs. Blackbeard before I got to that part in the manga, and I was like, damn, this looks pretty good. So after reading the fight in the manga, which I really enjoyed, I went to the anime to check, and not surprisingly, I was very disappointing. Every attack is so damn slow. Like, I legit had to fast forward because it took so long. Oh, but the pacing isn't so bad if you just watch One Piece. Shut the hell up. One Piece does not do justice to the manga at all. The issue with the One Piece anime is that the pacing doesn't just affect the episodes as a whole, it affects every single frame. They can cut out fluff, but not make animations shorter. Like, look at these pages right here. At the top left, we can see a single panel where Law does an attack, kind of out of nowhere. This takes 5 seconds to read, and then you watch it in the anime and you get this. Okay, so it starts off with Law doing Reboot, which looked like this in the manga, but I guess they made it into this like whole sequence, alright? And then we're just, okay, yep, waiting for it to hit. Not quite as swift as in the manga, but okay, I'll wait. He's doing the amputate, okay? Alright, the slice is happening any minute now. Alright, okay, like a slow-mo of the slice. Okay, there we go. And look at how long that took. Now, this isn't as bad as the Sabo example, especially because the animation is actually good. But do you see how the attack that was almost like a surprise attack completely out of nowhere in the manga is now perceived in a completely different way in the anime? This is how it is for most things in One Piece. I think One Piece is a really cool idea, and I really admire the team behind it because they really do put in an effort. But when the material they have to work with is this bad, it's like basically impossible to make it good. The anime episodes are already finished products that have structures in place. So when you take all of them and kind of chop them up, you get something that isn't too slow pacing or too fast pacing, but you get this very weird pacing. And not just with the animation, the music too. Now imagine the scene with Law and Blackbeard, but like even slower and with way worse animation, which is the case with every scene in the entire show. So let's pick another scene from what's considered to be the good part of the anime and see how long this 1.5 page took to happen. Here we have about 2 pages where Luffy is supposed to jump in and sumo slap. They clash very briefly and then they are about to fall. They almost fall for a couple of panels and then they're back on their feet. That is all that is supposed to happen. So let's see how it actually goes in the anime. Luffy jumped in, that was like a relatively quick animation, and then he's supposed to do the Gundam or sumo slap. We're clashing, yep, this is, oh, okay, we got some reaction shots too, alright, even more reaction shots. Ooh, the building shaking, okay, okay. The floor, ooh, yo, this is spicy. And they're back on their feet. Wow, this is how they stretched out the episodes, by making everything unbearably slow and then adding stuff that wasn't there in the first place. You can give me the best animation in the world, but if the pacing sucks this much, I legit don't care. And even if these episodes with good animation were well paced, it would only be like the last 100 episodes at best. 100 episodes out of 1,150. You would have to get through 1,000 episodes to get to the part that gets good. It's no wonder One Piece's reputation is so bad when people keep recommending the anime. I genuinely believe that if One Piece's anime was seasonal since the beginning and was a perfectly fine adaptation, its reputation would be basically perfect. It would not get clowned on or get any hate. It would be unanimously loved as something like Steins Gate or Attack on Titan.
I have tried to watch it on multiple occasions via the anime, and I'm just gonna be real, man. It really wasn't doing it for me, bro. It just wasn't hitting like that, bro. Like, I don't know, it just didn't grab me. Now, I started reading it, and I will say this, okay? Before we continue, I will say this. Reading One Piece is a far superior way to enjoy this manga or anime or whatever. Usopp is a character that I think if I were an anime watcher, I would hate. In the manga though, I am kind of a Usopp fan. So far, I thought it was always interesting when One Piece fans would criticize other anime for having annoying characters like, you know, Zenitsu or like Asta or whatever the fuck. But I'm like, bro, have you ever listened to an anime scene that featured Usopp and Luffy? Like, I would dead boo myself right now. Like, I know in the anime, them dudes was annoying as hell to me. In the manga though, I like Usopp. I'm gonna be honest. I like Usopp. I'm a bit of a Usopp fan, if you will.
Oh, but One Piece has no fillers. Shut your bitch ass up. Honestly, what's even the issue with fillers? Like, it's basically the same thing as a seasonal anime. You get new episodes, then a little bit of break, then more episodes, and then it repeats. Like, no one is forcing you to watch the fillers. Oh, but anime that air every week with filler episodes don't look as good as seasonal anime because they use up all the budget on the filler episodes. What is this then? Tell me, please, what is this? This is an anime that has been airing every week for the last 20 years with world-class animation. I promise you that filler is not the issue. Why is it even so important for the anime to be caught up to the manga anyway? If you want to be caught up to the manga so bad, then you could just, read the manga.
Read, nigga, read!
I swear, people who watch the anime don't even like it.
Yeah, because it sucks. It's so boring.